My issues with estates and labels working on posthumous albums isn't so much of tarnishing a legacy, because even then, I find it ridiculous as a talking point, mainly on social media. Because I haven't met an ex fan in real life that I've had a conversation with, and they're like, yeah, after I listened to Bad Vibes Forever, X's legacy got destroyed. I no longer can compare discographies with my other dogs and just talk about rankings or nothing like that. They didn't listen to Bad Vibes Forever, and then from there it was like, wow, this is everything. Everything before that point is worthless. You can only really see this shit happening in social media. But with that, I understand why someone gets disappointed when an album released posthumously is trash. And you don't want to see an artist you love, that you listen to, invested in, having their name associated with an album that they didn't have no creative control over. Not one bit. But unfortunately, business has to keep going, whether it's the labels with the estate, whether it's to recoup costs or continuously make profits. That's the way it is. My issue with this is whenever they have this whole facade of how they understood the artist and they're going to make sure they do everything they can from, detail to detail, just like the artist would be. It's not possible. Artist isn't here, and you're not going to be able to have the music just like the artist envisioned unless it was already a project that was completed. And with X's case, at its best, it was Skins. As far as all the criticism to that album, I believe X even stated himself that that was what he envisioned for Skins. Short tracks, straight to the point, and relatively short project, which for some reason people argued, why is it so short? I don't know, y'all weren't paying attention, but at its worst, we get Bad Vibes Forever. And criticism aside, statistically, you can tell that Empire and his estate dropped the ball, from the features to the production to the verses to the filler tracks and tracks that just genuinely don't sound like a song. It's like, why did you guys even put this together? The marketing prior, the marketing afterwards, the whole museum exhibit with X's memorabilia, I think I pronounced that right, from the I-8, it was just terrible taste, terrible decisions, and just having this sort of facade to keep up with certain fans to say, look, we're staying genuine, true to every detail. Clearly, that didn't work out. It didn't pan out. And the numbers don't lie either. 65,000 first week, 5 on Billboard for X's second posthumous album. That's unacceptable. Clearly, the quality translated into the numbers. Now, where am I getting that with this, since we're about 3 minutes in? Well, X's estate just released a statement that they're going to be releasing Vice City on all streaming platforms this Friday, which is dope. I believe they cleared whatever they had to do sampling legal wise, and then update that the documentary is still being worked on, and just be expecting more X stuff. And now, me, I like this with the music. It's straight to the point. They're not giving a paragraph on how they're trying to stay so true to everything he did. Because realistically, you can only do so much. Just tell us you're dropping whatever tracks that's on SoundCloud, you're putting on streaming platform. Tell us whatever you're going to be bringing on streaming platforms. If there does happen to be high quality songs that you still haven't released, just let us know it's dropping. Don't give us this whole entire marketing event right before and right afterwards. Again, I mean, why am I complaining? I'm not even someone in the music industry to really, I guess, have a voice or complain about this. This is, I guess, my issue with it. And then just anything that's a bonus, just, hey, let us know. That's it. Drop the music. Continue on from there. Please, we cannot have a Bad Vibes Forever. But at its best, because as much as I don't like when the labels put a facade, we have a situation like Mac Miller, Warner Records, and his estate, where, of course, Circles, his final album, was almost completed. And, the finishing touches were put in. And even though there is a massive catalog of Mac Miller music, in whether it's USB, behind the vaults, whatever it may be, they chose to just finish off with Circles. Let that be the closure. Let that be the last piece to, give fans of Mac Miller actively participated in. And that's, besides the word wholesome, that's just incredible, for the simple fact that money can definitely be made in the millions for Mac Miller music, potential projects in the future, and they chose not to. And that's just the utmost respect. Right now, I should probably just find random Warner Records artists for whatever it may be and just support them to this day just for that action. Of course, I'm not gonna go that far. Just buy more Mac Miller albums on vinyls. For some reason, I have a lot of albums on CDs, and I still buy albums on CDs. And even though I don't listen to my CD player, I just every now and then pop a vinyl in my vinyl player. But I don't know. I need to stop buying so many CDs. Go more for vinyls. Yeah, that was a bit off subject there. But at its best, we've seen it done with Mac Miller. And this isn't so much just to, praise Mac's shit on X's. But what I'm seeing right here with this makeouthill.com, documentary going, there's a wait list. I appreciate this a lot more than a super hyped, clouded up press run about an old song. This is a great approach for anybody out there that's, crying about legacies being tarnished for albums. Stop it. It sucks, but it's not the end of the world. You're still going to go back to those albums, and the discography in itself will hold, especially since, depending on the artist, it should be good enough to hold out, till the end of time, I guess. With that, I guess that's the first episode back after about 2-3 days. Just want to talk about this real quick. And don't worry, I got reviews for you. I do. Because it's been about getting close to 2 weeks for a couple projects, and hope you guys been enjoying the single reviews I've been dropping here and there when I feel it's just right, And with that, I'll catch you guys on the next episode.